I'm so happy that Scott brought me to my old stomping grounds of Cersei.
We're here at Fire BBQ, where one farmer's passion turned into one of the most popular barbecue restaurants in the entire state.
And it was that leap of faith that put Cersei on the barbecue map.
Oh, you can smell it in the air. Our mouths are watering. Karen, are you ready?
Am I ready?
Let's eat it up.
Fire BBQ, Texas style craft barbecue. It's all wood fired. We try to think outside the box a little bit, but we keep it simple. You know, good ingredients, and we make almost everything in-house. Everything that gets trimmed off a brisket gets ground up for burgers. The pork leftovers gets made in the sausage. Nothing goes to waste.
Oh, you smell that? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, this is pork butts here.
Slow and slow, as
Low
they
and
say.
slow, yeah, we'll go all day with these.
Oh, look at that.
A secret is that all the trimmings that come off the brisket, all the fat trimmings, we grind all that down, and then I'll pour like rendered down beef fat in there on top of them.
And that's a secret that you just gave us for free.
Yeah,
We like that.
Yeah,
Good job.
I mean, there's no secret. You have to execute it though.
This is like my second hometown. And how cool is it to have a top-notch barbecue place right here?
How'd you get into this?
Hobby. My background is farming actually, but my grandfather would always cook a whole hog every 4th of July, and everybody would come around, and just memories like that, and they just stuck with me, you know, and decided I wanted to do it myself. And then it kept going and kept going, and then it took off.
Your reputation has exceeded the boundaries of White County.
Yes.
People drive here from Little Rock and Jonesboro just to eat your food.
It's nerve-wracking. I always try to make a point to talk to them and tell them I appreciate them driving this far. It's humbling, for sure. It reaffirms that we're on the right track, that we're doing the right stuff, you know.
I literally don't know if I'm going to share any with Karen. I might not. Maybe a little bit.
This is homemade sausage.
Isn't it good? They've got a sandwich with like all of the meats you could possibly imagine. The Fat Boy, it's sliced brisket, actually served on an everything bagel. It was really good. Pro tip, I'm telling you, they sell out often. Order ahead, especially if you got a big order.
What do they call that thing?
I have no clue, but I'm gonna call it really good.
Oh, there you go.
I think we just need more barbecue.
We just need to get in line.
So Tyler, folks have been telling me about this new Korean barbecue place in Conway. It's called Bulgogi. I've never had Korean barbecue, but I'm told you're the expert.
Expert only in that I've eaten a lot of it. Probably enough for both of us, but I'm ready to do some more. I mean, look, traditional dishes and some with a bit of a twist.
A bit of a twist, and I suspect the story behind this place will shed some light on it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's eat it up.
We wanted to name the restaurant Bulgogi because we wanted something that people can recognize Korean food, such as sushi. Bulgogi is thinly sliced ribeye, marinated in traditional Korean sauces and seasonings. When we were thinking about opening this restaurant, my husband and I decided that why are we doing it? And it's for the glory of God, and we want to give to the community. It's not all just for us. We try to make everybody feel at home here. It's hard work, but we love it. We love this community. We have so much support here, and that's what keeps us going. So our meats are all traditional, but we also put our take, so it's more of Korean fusion with tacos or cheesesteak sandwich. The volcano roll is kimbap, which is a Korean-style sushi. We deep fry it, and then we put our homemade yum yum and teriyaki sauce on top. And it's a very popular dish. And our chicken wings are so popular, you can't get it anywhere around Central Arkansas. We deep fry it first, and then we stir fry it in our homemade sauce.
Homemade sauce. Any secret ingredients you want to tell us about?
It's sweet and spicy, I can tell you that.
I cannot tell you how many people said, hey, go to Bulgogi and try the ramen.
It is excellent.
And so you've got the steak fried rice bowl. Jenny says that it's traditional to throw a little bit of a sauce on top. I'm going with the yum yum. They have this really authentically Korean dessert option. The snowflake bingsu, a lot like the consistency of snow ice cream. This is super light. I'm blown away by the texture and the consistency.
Melt in your mouth is a cliche, but it's literally what this does.
It's called the volcano roll, but it's not too spicy, it's not too hot. I gotta say that's really good. Never had sushi. You tricked me into it.
It's the perfect kind of gateway into sushi for you right there. Deep fry it, roll some yum yum sauce on it.
But why go any further when it's this good? Oh, well, let's balance out that sweetness just a bit.
Bright red. Red means go.
Red means go, that's right. Hey, David, he says it's not hot enough. Could you cook something else up for him?
Thanks for choosing Black Angus.
How may we help you?
Okay, we're not actual employees, but we are customers. And man, it's the customers that have kept this place open. They fought for Black Angus.
It's all a part of a story, an incredible story that started back in 1962. So why don't you let me get your order because it's time to eat it up.
The restaurant was born here in the old subway in 1962 by a man named Oliver Harper. We were there for 20 years or so. We had 7 locations at one time, but as the times changed, we only had the Rodney Parham location left, and we were there for 30 years.
And then 2020, things changed.
We lost our lease. We weren't sure where to go or what to do.
When people heard that you didn't have a place to go anymore, what was the community's response?
They texted and emailed and called with location after location to help save one of Arkansas's oldest restaurants. So we came full circle and moved back to where we began.
They did it.
He did it. He did it. Myself and my staff were just together. We're amazing.
Mark, how many years have you been working here as a chef?
22 years.
22 years. How do you make a steak perfect? I can't cook. Scott, can you cook?
I can't cook that good.
Well, you have to talk to me.
What are some of the things you would say?
Yeah,
I
encouraging
said, how you doing today? We're gonna make somebody smile today.
Yeah!
Obviously one of our first menus because it mentions Markham and Van Buren.
You can get a whole hamburger steak dinner for $1. Amazing. A salad burger.
Yes, ma'am. Number 4, relish sauce, lettuce, and tomato.
Mark 12 peppered steak sandwich.
Butter and pepper and a cube steak that's peppered.
We'll take it.
$1.
Yeah, for $1.
I was thinking about the hamburger and the true Black Angus. Of course, they use that charcoal, and you can drive past Black Angus and you smell it. I'm hungry.
You don't need steak sauce. You don't need anything on it. The love that he put on this is everything.
Black Angus also serves daily lunch plate specials. Monday is stir fry. Tuesday is pot roast.
We got that.
Wednesday is meatloaf. Thursday it's barbecue, and Fridays catfish Fridays.
But they're serving T-bone steaks out of the drive-thru. So this is like home cooking, fast, ready, delicious.
Give me that.
You know, they say that all it took was one phone call. You keeping this place open? And that person responded, they said, yes, so I'm calling Craig or meal. Craig, you make sure Black Angus stays open, okay? He said he'll make it happen.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day in the Spa City, the year 1928. We just made our way from the state capitol to eat at this fine dining establishment.
Wait. So technically, it's not 1928, it's 2021, but it feels like it here at McClard's BBQ. Scott, they've been doing things the same way for over 90 years. I don't know, I feel kind of like I'm stepping back in time. Do you want to try what they have?
What do you say we
Eat it up?
McClard's BBQ was started by my grandparents in 1928. They moved up here in 1941. We've been here ever since, be 90-something years. My nephew Scott is the 4th generation left. 2 years ago, we decided to sell. That was after the COVID hit. And then Mr. Beasley approached us about buying the business. He wants to keep everything. He don't want to change hardly anything. But we're still using the same recipes and doing it the hard way, from scratch.
They'll take a bite and think, this is exactly what I remember 50 years ago.
I hope so. They better.
It's usually standing room only for any time, especially a Friday or Saturday night.
What's your favorite meal here?
I like the chopped beef plate.
Chopped beef plate, okay.
It's one of our favorite places to come. I think it's one of the better barbecue places in Arkansas, actually.
Scott, this booth has some history to it.
This exact booth is where Bill and Hillary Clinton sat and had dinner on the exact night of their honeymoon.
I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, that history is kind of cool.
It's so cool.
So, The more you know. Okay, so the meat that they're using is called the gooseneck round, but you're telling me, Scott, there's no goose? There's no neck of a goose?
There's no goose and there's no neck.
It's all right here in the hip.
It is. It's a very tender part of the hip of the cow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they say pork butts.
Yeah.
Pork butts is not a pork butt, it's a pork shoulder. So.
And thank God for that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So.
Clark Duke, Bill Clinton, yes.
Jerry Jones.
Go Jerry Jones, yes. Oh, Anna Smith. You had a picture up here. It's around here somewhere. Go Perry. He's a barbecue fanatic.
Wow.
Ribs and fries for Amanda and whole spread for Scott.
I don't even
Where
know
do
where
we
to
go?
begin.
Where do we start? It all looks so good. Oh, wow. What? Get yourself some sausage.
All right. There's so much flavor in that. This dish is so hearty.
Oh.
The tamales alone, and you've just like leveled up, adding the cheese,
Wow.
the Fritos, and the barbecue on top, the sauce, the onions. Holy moly. It's all over my face, ain't it?
A little bit. Batch number 10. Yep, I'd say quality check looks good, Scott.
The fact is, you and I have no clue what we're doing.
We don't.
The folks here at Diamond Bear, they surely do, and it's out of that spirit of excellence that Diamond Bear was created 21 years ago.
And still to this day, they're making premium local beer for local people. But we can't forget about the food, too. I'm hungry. You ready to go?
Let's eat it up.
Let's go.
We're the oldest production brewery in the state. We've been brewing for 21 years. We have 12 taps, and we have 11 beers that we have on tap, and one locally made gourmet root beer called Big Rock Root Beer. Our beers are all fundamentally named after some element of Arkansas. For example, our Little Red Strawberry, the bear is fishing on the Little Red River with Sugarloaf Mountain in the background. The Pig Trail Porter, well, it's named after the Pig Trail that connects Northwest Arkansas and Central Arkansas. Diamond Bear came from the first two nicknames for the state of Arkansas. Originally it was the Bear State, and then in 1905 they discovered diamonds and it became the Diamond State. And we just flipped those around and that's what we used.
Scott and I are here with Chef Paul. Chef, what are you going to be making for us? We're hungry.
And beer batter for our cheese curds. Oh my God.
You can tell that cheese is different than any other, like that's true Wisconsin cheese right there.
It's so fluffy.
Yay, you did it!
Every Wednesday night, they host live trivia here at Diamond Bear. So let's get you ready with a few fast facts.
Well, first of all, Diamond Bear has won multiple awards for their beer, including the World Beer Cup.
Outside, they have a dining area for pets and humans, and they call it the patio. And the rules only apply to the humans. Hey, and speaking of pets, they actually have a head brew dog, Lily. Oh, Lily, oh, you're so cute. Boo.
Oh, scary.
We did upgrade our menu. One of the things I'm delighted about is our barbecue that we came out with. We put in our own smoker, and so we focus on burgers, barbecue, and also brats. And we've got a few other things, but we try to do a few things really, really well.
Meat, the sauerkraut, the cheese.
I mean, this thing is packed.
This thing rivals any of the Reubens I've ever had. Wow.
They gave us like a huge burger, Scott. They must have known we were hungry coming here.
The
I can always tell, am I gonna like
buns.
that burger because of that bun? I'm like, yes. If I remember correctly, you flipped the burger, right?
Whoops. I broke it. What would you recommend to first-time visitors of Diamond Bear? May I have a kiss?